Right, David, do you want to sort of set the scene, what we're doing, and I'll take over?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Charter of Northwich Weaver Valley. It's all a bit different from the charter event that we'd originally envisaged having some time ago, but it's brilliant that you could join us to celebrate the birth of our new club tonight. Just so you know, we are recording it for posterity, so please be aware of that. And we have representatives from a number of clubs with us tonight, and it would be great if you could pop your names and an abbreviated version of your club name in the chat box, so that will help Tony when he's seeing who's in the different clubs tonight. I'd like to hand you over now to our Master of Ceremonies this evening, Mike.
Right, okay. Well, first of all, good evening and a warm welcome to everyone. I've actually used an order of proceedings that's has been used, a similar one's been used in the past. There's going to be a few bits of variation, so we'll see as we go. This is my first turn as a formation officer, although I've been involved in a few other clubs in the past. Right, well, I'd like to first of all say this is going to be the first Zoom charter for Northwich Weaver Valley. And it all started about 8 months ago after the Rotary Club of Northwich agreed to sponsor a new club. We're very thankful for that. And thanks initially to a visit by my membership colleagues, Tony Cotsill and Tom Dickerson, to a business breakfast meeting about 6:45 in the morning, goodness me, in late October. As a result of that, several key members from local BNI chapter attended the new launch for the club. And 3 of them soon joined, I think the week after actually. They included David Buxton, who's now president, Andy Clare, the treasurer, and Dominic Moss. Now within a few weeks they had 13 members, we couldn't believe this, and wanted to go straight to charter. Do you remember all that? Rather than first create a satellite, as we originally thought. After a 3-week break for a festive season, which you should never start a club around Christmas, but we did, and they looked set to charter in March. But indeed, they had 18 members. 18 members, somebody's not muted, yeah. 18 members in mid-Feb, with just 2 needed to make the minimum required for a new club to charter, which is 20. You know, somebody listening, could you please make that 15 in future? Make life a lot easier. Then came the pandemic, uncertainty from really mid-February, which understandably led to 3 members withdrawing temporarily. I'm sure they'll join again, due to the doubts about employment and stuff like that. This left 15 signed up members. Now, what did they do then? Well, besides helping the homeless and later organising things like a golf tournament, which will happen in September, they held Zoom club meetings, open not just for themselves, but to the community, with coffee and cake events online, plus regular quiz and wine evenings, that sort of thing. They had effectively put recruitment on the back burner, and yet, by the end of May, they had 21 members. As I said earlier to 1 or 2 people, they seem to convert speakers into members, which is quite unique. And following advice on charter date options, they concluded reluctantly to delay for 5 weeks because there were good financial reasons to do so. But we knew we wouldn't be the first in RGBI, by the way. Right. The club begins life as a fully fledged Rotary club with 22 additional members to Rotary, with 12 male and 10 female members. They have had internal discussions about things they feel passionately about, I suppose you'd say causes, and have even started to put together a mission statement and a vision to be a bit different from other Rotary clubs. In addition to David and Andy, the officers of the club now include, I don't know if he's there, I didn't see him, Duncan Harrison, who's a president-elect, and Carol Hickson as secretary. Now the membership consists of 2 ex-Rotarians, including President David and Sean, with 3 ex-Rotaract members, which I think is a good foundation to build on. This club has also got, he'll hate me for saying this, has also got a musical influence. I witnessed this when Richard, who is also a member of a local folk club in Northwich, led a sing-along while playing a guitar in his own street. This happened following one of the NHS Thursday night clapping sessions. And there's a video was posted onto WhatsApp group. That's how I saw that. But Northwich, I told you they were a little bit different. Northwich Weaver Valley is modelled on Wych Malbank Nantwich, which initially is about targeting community, community or business professional leaders. These people then using their own friendship groups from which they create a club WhatsApp or a line group, whichever. Yes, social media targeted on the right generations, the 30 to 60-year-old basically. A club like this doesn't just happen, and I would single out David Buxton for his leadership of this group and how he has encouraged all members to contribute their many varied skills. I've really witnessed this quite a lot in the development of this club. I also thank my colleagues, Tony Coxell and Tom Dickerson. Tom, I have to give a special mention to because he's been very supportive of the new club in his role as sponsor club internal champion, right the way through its development. In fact, I'm not sure he's missed a meeting yet. Now, more generally, our Area 10 in Cheshire, I'm sure Simon's listening to this, has 10 clubs, 7 traditional clubs that actually were thrown out of an old District 1050 that was disbanded because they weren't making their targets. But they're good clubs. And we also have now 3 new clubs created over the last 3 years. The result is that the total number in our area of members has increased by a net 27% in 3 years. There's been a slight decrease in the traditional clubs of 5 or 6%. So roughly, they've added a third to the numbers and more than double the number of ladies in the club, far more than double the number of ladies in the area. Now, what I was going to say was that it demonstrates what can be done in Rotary. This is something I really feel strongly about. A concentrated, pragmatic effort by all concerned. It's a group thing. You get 4 or 5 really key people involved, and this is how it happens. Finally, I've got some extra good news for you. We always knew that a club in the Southwest, I think it's Southwest Peninsula, would be the first to charter in RGBI since COVID-19 struck. However, RGBI is split into 2 zones, and I can tell you that not only is this new club, Northwich Weaver Valley, the first in our club, in our district to charter since the COVID-19, but also the first in Zone 19, which includes about half of RGBI districts. So there you are. We have 2 firsts with RGBI. Thank you, Lenny. We have 2 firsts with RGBI, which is good news for Roddy Duncan, the membership coordinator, and his Steve's mate, Steve as well, for Zone 19. And also to our surprise guest, Tom Griffin, the RGBI president, who will be doing a toast later on. Right, now I'll now look at my order of proceedings. And the next item is a welcome and introduction of dignitaries and guests by David. So over to you, David. You're on mute.
You know, it was bound to happen at some point, wasn't it? Do you know, I was just looking to see there, absolutely fabulous that we've got 38 attendees, and within that 38, we've got several couples as well. So what a great turnout tonight. And I'd just like to thank everyone for that and for making the effort to join us and celebrate with us tonight. We're very, we're very honoured to have, as Mike said, President of RGBI, Tom Griffin, with us tonight. So welcome, Tom. District Governor David Hartley, great to see you, David. District Governor-elect Nick Gidney. Nick, nice to see you again. Seems ages since I saw you in person at the Charter Night for Northwich. Seems like a million years ago now. We've also got District Governor nominee Paul Dutton.
Yeah, he's here.
Is it too many squares for me to watch? And we've got Assistant Governor Simon Yates as well. Great to see you, Simon. And as Mike's mentioned, we've got Roddy here, the membership coordinator for Zone 19. Absolute pleasure to have you with us, Roddy. And hopefully we'll have immediate past District Governor Bob and past District Governor Steve as well, joining us when they can, when it's safe.
Right, okay, now I'll pass on to roll call of clubs in attendance. Tony Cotzel, thanks.
All right, thanks very much. Welcome to everybody, and thanks for putting the messages down the bottom of the screen, but I don't think I've quite got them all, so I'll try and work off my list. As Mike said, it's great to have been involved in the early stages of this club. We did model it on White Male Bank, and I think it'd be nice to put both clubs together because they're both as stimulating as anything I've ever seen in Rotary. My personal role is I'm the president of the Northwich Rotary Club, which has got about 28 members. And I also help Mike out in trying to get things like this on the go. And we've got plans to do some more news on that later. So looking at my list, the people who've not been mentioned in attendance is Richard Wharton, one of my golfing partners. He's a lot better than me. He's the new president of Crewe and Northwich Weaver. Tony Rowe, who's the president of Northwich. Bill Kendrick, I haven't seen him for Northwich Vale Royal, but I have seen Nigel Barrington-Smith, so welcome to him. Looking down the list that I've got here, Mike Constable, I think he's here. Tom Dickinson, who's been involved very closely with the formation of the new club. Ray Allen from Wallasey, who's had his own successes. Trevor Meach from Northwich, Julia Sale from Revolve Rotary Club, who's also the district secretary, and finally I saw Jane Wetnall, who's the president of Crewe. Now, if I've not called your name out, I do apologise. It's not a precise science. There's with little squares across the top, but hopefully I've got most of you. So back to you, Mike, to carry on.
Okay, thanks, Tony. Right, confirmation from District Governor. Now, this is a little bit of a throwback to the old days, so it's a bit curious, but they used to show members' forms, just as I suppose to prove that they are members. What we've got actually is a spreadsheet, so I'll show it. We wouldn't have got the charter certificate if we hadn't put this forward, so I find that a bit curious myself. I don't know why I kept that on really, but the next one is going to be presentation of charter members to the District Governor with 20 seconds, we hope, introduction by each member. That's Tom Dickinson. Could you leave that, please?
Yes, thank you, Mike. Ladies, gentlemen, it's my honour and privilege to introduce the charter members of Northwich Weaver Valley Rotary Club. And as you said, as I introduce them, each member will say a few words. So let me begin with the senior club officers first. So the club president is David Buxton.
Thank you, Tom. My name is David Buxton. I'm a chartered accountant in practice in Northwich. My passions involve being a qualified FA coach, so I coach under 12s this season. I'm really passionate and interested about getting Rotary involved in sort of youth affairs and building the younger side of Rotary. Thanks, Tom.
Thank you, David. The vice president is Sam Ridsdale-Greer.
Hi, I'm Sam here. I'm director of strategic accounts for an engineering firm. I'm just excited to make a difference and hopefully to bring some different people into Rotary, perhaps different from what we might think of as the norm. And apologies for my backwards baseball cap. My hair's getting in my face. So, hi.
You just down
Thanks,
with the
Sam.
kids, Sam. That's it.
Thanks, Sam. The club secretary is Carol Hickson.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Carol Hickson. I was born and bred in Northwich. I did spend a couple of years living in Camembert, France, but nothing beats home. And my passion is working in this community with like-minded people, because I really truly believe that it's communities that make a difference. And here's cheers to all my colleagues.
Thank you, Carol. The club treasurer is Andy Clare.
Cheers to that one, Carol. My name's Andy Clare. I am financial advisor with St James's Place. I am the treasurer of the club. I'm very passionate about charity and local community. So I think I'm with a good bunch of people.
Thank you, Andy. The other members of the club council, again in alphabetical order, Janet Baverstock.
Hi, good evening, everybody. I'm Janet Baverstock and I am part of the club's publicity team. I own a dog care business in Northwich and I moved to town just 18 months ago. I joined Rotary for small and big reasons, for fun, for friendship, to give back to the community and to make a difference to the world.
Lovely, thank you, Janet. And then we have Richard Clough.
Hi there, I'm Rich Clough. I'm what they call an IT solution architect with Barclays over in Knutsford. Obviously, I'm Carol's partner. She's here. And basically, I'm just looking forward to actually getting out of COVID and doing some good stuff for people. Raising some money, having some fun doing it, and also possibly playing some music, because that's what I'm kind of obsessed with, let's face it. So yes, I've just ordered 500 copies of my new album, which will shortly be on sale.
Nice try, Richard.
Carol just pointed out some of the proceeds will be going to Rotary if it sells through Rotary.
Oh, yeah.
And we also have Duncan Harrison on the club council. I think Duncan was connecting earlier. Is he there?
I think he's having connection issues, Tom.
Okay, I'll move on then to Sally Smith.
Hello everybody, I'm Sally. I'm an independent social worker and I work with family carers who are supporting elderly relatives to kind of navigate the social care system. I've always been interested in stronger, more inclusive communities, and I'm in the right place to further that now. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Sally. The other club members in alphabetical order, I think Mark Bevington, but I don't think I've seen him on the screen as such.
No, he's probably out running, Tom, training for his marathon.
Sure, fair enough. Well, then next we have is Lenny Davies.
Hi everyone, my name's Lenny Davis. I run a marketing business here in Northwich, and I've never been in the Rotary until now, although I've noticed the good things that they do across the country and further afield. My main passion is to work with and help the homeless, especially people who are in temporary accommodation, and to try and get them a leg up to get their career or job life back on track. And hopefully working with businesses who can train them and give them a role at the end of that. So looking forward to getting out there once COVID's out the way and doing all good things outside of what I'm interested in as well as a whole.
Thank you, Lenny. Next we have Sean Dunn.
Good evening. Hi, I'm Sean Dunn. I'm a retired chartered independent financial advisor. I'm a keen gardener. I love golf, most things beginning with G. I'm delighted and pleased to be a part of this new Rotary group and looking forward to working with my colleagues in our immediate community. Thank you.
Thank you, Sean. And then we have Dominic Moss.
Yeah.
You there?
He was there earlier.
Yeah.
We might have to come back to him, Tom.
Fair enough. We'll move on then to Angela Pendlebury.
Hi, folks. First of all, I'd like to say thank you very much for David for introducing me to Rotary Club. I've now met some great people, some good friends, I believe. I'm over in Spain at the moment with my family, and I'm here to hopefully make a difference. And cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Thank you. The next in line then is Tracy Ridsdale-Greer.
Sit there. Hi, good evening, folks. I'm Tracy. I'm a volunteer coordinator with Forestry England. So I get to go out in the woodlands in my day job and work with people who want to come along and volunteer and make a difference, which is fabulous. And I'm now looking forward to getting out with this great bunch of people out in the community and really making a difference in Northwich and further afield as well.
Thank you, Tracy. And then it's back to Spain for Jennifer Rowland.
Well, I think Mum said most of it. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jennifer. I am I have a bachelor's in zoology, as well as having done goodness knows what on my CV. I'm all about improving the connection with people and the environment as well. And so I'm really excited to get the community all involved in everything that we can possibly do. So cheers.
Nil to Spain.
Thank you, Jennifer. And then it's moving on to Cindy Sealer.
Hi, I'm Cindy Seiler. Sorry, it's
Seiler,
German.
sorry.
I've got 20 years experience of working in voluntary sector, particularly in disability and very specifically autism. Recently set up a social enterprise with my partner supporting disabled young people transitioning into adulthood and work. My particular interests in working in the community are around disability, LGBT, youth, mental health, and particularly asset-based community development. And thank you to Dave, a very old friend, for dragging me into this. I'll get you later.
Thank you, Cindy. Apologies for the surname.
That's all right, don't worry, nobody gets it.
We have Tim Smith, but I'm not sure Tim's actually able to attend the meeting as such.
Dominic's back, Tom.
Oh, Dominic's back. Okay, we'll go over to Dominic Moss.
Well, he has a tile on the screen, but I'm not sure he can hear.
Oh,
him.
right.
Okay.
Fair enough. I'll move on to Alistair Swain then.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Alistair Swain. I'm solicitor based in Northwich. I grew up in the Northwich area. I'm proud to be a part of this new Rotary group so that we can give something back to the local community.
Thank you, Alistair. The next we have is Jill Waring.
Hi, good evening, everybody. I'm Jill Waring, Mark Bebbington's mum. I'm currently not running, as you can see. I have had 30 years experience in community-based services for adults and young people with disabilities. I also help out in the New Era Boxing Club. I'm the welfare officer and compliance manager. So that's me, and I really am grateful for the invite to the Rotary Club, and I hope to do some really good things in the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Jill. I see Dominic's back, so I'll try Dominic again.
We just had Who Wants to Be a Millionaire moment there where I was coughing.
Yeah.
Anyway, my name's Dominic Moss. I'm a solicitor here in Northwich. Having lost my house and suffering a difficult financial time when I was just starting out as a young man, I'm proud to be part of Weaver Valley Rotary. And I'm looking forward to helping other fellow travellers who are struggling to make their way to a better future.
Thank you, Dominic. And then we have Dave Carter.
Yeah, evening also. I'm Dave Carter. I'm one of these strange people in life who enjoys public speaking, still not sure why. but that's one of the things that I'm into. And the other thing is I'm an absolute sports nut. So I'm proud to be hosting the first ever golf day for this new Rotary Club, along with other members. So I know that some of the members from other places have mentioned that they're golfers. Tom has kindly sent out our leaflet to 100 clubs. So get in there quick. If you guys get in touch with me as soon as possible, I'll make sure I reserve you a place. And we'll have a great day in September or June if you've got a DeLorean. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. And then we have Nicola Rudd.
Hi, I'm Nick Rudd. I am a part-time supply teacher in the sector. I have a couple of textile businesses because I'm a hand dyer and a hand weaver as well. I'm a past president of Whitehaven Rotaract, sadly now defunct. And after 18 years of living in Northwich, I thought maybe it was time to get a bit more involved in the community.
Thank you, Nikki. And then Andy too.
Hi, I'm Andy Rudd. I'm a business manager for a Japanese chemical company. Some of the people that attend the meetings on a Wednesday will realise that sometimes I have to leave quite early to go for meetings with my paymasters in Tokyo. Passionate about sports, especially my beloved Newcastle United. And like Richard, joined Rotary really for fun and trying to raise a bit of cash.
Thank you, Andy. So as you've heard before, in total there are 22 charter members, 10 women, 12 men. Now these wonderful people, they complete Northwich Weaver Valley Rotary Club. Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you very much. Over to David now. Could you please, I've written down here, presentation of framed charter certificate. So I presume you've got it there just to show everybody. David, have you got it there? There we are. Just lift it a bit higher. Okay. Well, you know, it's a big thing when you've got a physical meeting because usually you're shaking hands with the DG at the same time. So there we are. We'll move on now to welcome and toast to International Family of Rotary address. Please, District Governor David Hartley.
Thanks, Mike. President David, members of Northwich Weaver Valley Rotary, honoured guests and friends, welcome to Celebrity Squares. Firstly, many congratulations to you on your charter of your club. It gives me enormous pleasure to welcome you to the family of Rotary. That is Rotary International, with over 1.2 million members, with over 35,000 clubs throughout every corner of the world. All very different, but all with the same aim of making the world a better place, both in our communities and beyond. We're joining the largest service organisation in the world. I bring you greetings from Rotary International President Holger Knack from Germany. Ask yourself, what does Rotary mean to you? I, for one, have never, ever regretted being asked to join Rotary over 20 years ago. It's opened opportunities I never thought possible. It's given me fellowship, not just in District 1180, not just in Great Britain and Ireland, but throughout the world. Please remember, wherever you travel in the world, you will find a Rotary Club that will welcome you with open arms. I'm sure the enormous sense of achievement you experience in helping your local community and other communities around the world will be matched only by the fun that's been mentioned a few times you'll have doing it. As a large and diverse organisation, Rotary provides individuals with the power to help those in need. There are countless opportunities to make a difference to those less fortunate than ourselves. Networking opportunities are endless. Rotary consists of a cross-section from every business community with its members coming from all walks of life. You charter in the year of Rotary opening opportunities, and I sincerely hope it does this for each and every one of you. Rotary is not a charity, but it does have its own charity, the Rotary Foundation. The foundation has been recognised as one of the top 5 foundations in the world and has been awarded 4-star recognition for 12 consecutive years. The amount of work it achieves is phenomenal, and if in time Northwich Weaver Valley Rotary considers donating to the Rotary Foundation, they will be able to apply for grants for local and international projects. I've mentioned how many members there are throughout the world. However, we must never take our eye off the ball where membership is concerned. Ask Mike and Tony about that one. They too, along with Tom, are to be congratulated in the amount of support they've given in helping form this fantastic club. You have an exceptional club with such passion, and from what I've already witnessed at your last meeting, I for one would jump chance of joining such an energetic club. So congratulations once again. Fellow Rotarians, please join me in a toast to welcoming Northwich Weaver Valley to the family of Rotary International, Northwich Weaver Valley Rotary.
Northwich Weaver Valley Rotary.
Northwich Weaver Valley.
Right, thank you, David. Can we now look for President David Buxton's response on behalf of Northwich Weaver Valley?
Thank you, Mike, and thank you, David. I've just a few words really to just sort of say about how I feel about Rotary and how I feel about Northwich Weaver Valley as well, and what we're looking to do in the coming months and years to come. So, from our first meeting at the Coachman in November last year, through the hiatus of Christmas, the change of venue to the Blue Cap and the slightly surreal shift into lockdown, what has always struck me and quite profoundly was the quality of people who've chosen to take a seat around our table. And there are occasions when I'm hosting our weekly business meeting, I just take a step back and I watch and I listen. I listen to the passion, the insight, the experience, the convictions being expressed, which has moulded us into the Rotary Club that we are becoming today. And this can be seen most clearly in the creation of our mission statement, forged in quite a fiery crucible of debate at the time. And we stand ready to help our local community and also internationally as the world emerges from its COVID lockdown into the new normal. You know, we see Rotary as being people of action, and we want to live up to that too and more. We have our golf day coming in September. One of our members, Mark, has his epic Liverpool to Leeds, the race along the canal route, 130 miles. We've got several theatre nights that Sean's involved in arranging for us, and many more events to help us to deliver on our commitment to our communities and the two complementary values of the mission statement we've got and of Rotary. However, we do have more to give, and through Carol, we're continuing to develop our skills bank. We're building a directory of resources we can offer to our community in need. Through Duncan, we have strong links into the National Citizenship Service, and we have an army of community-minded young volunteers whom we can call on to help us deliver our support programs. We also have the ability to lift our gaze, to look up from our own club and to see the bigger picture, both locally, regionally and nationally within Rotary. I believe what our community want to see and do see is Rotary in action. I don't believe they will differentiate between Northwich Rotary, Vale Royal Rotary or Weaver Valley Rotary. What they see is Rotary. And in the coming year, I want us to work closely with our fellow clubs to develop the brand of Rotary in Northwich. We all bring skills and assets to the table, all three clubs, and I'm sure together we're stronger. We'll also need to work hard to continue to attract a diverse range of people who share our wish to help our community and to share in the fellowship which Rotary brings us. Reaching the membership threshold for charter is only the first step. It is up to each and every one of us now to spread the good word of Rotary to our friends and colleagues and get them to join too. I'd like to thank everyone who's been part of our journey to charter, and there are those who joined us only for part of that journey, but their contribution in helping us to this point can't be forgotten. But tonight, to all my fellow Weaver Valley Rotarians, from the bottom of my heart, I say thank you. I am so proud to be a part of this new club with you, and I know we will do so many good things together in the coming years. And we've been blessed with the help of fellow Rotarians along the way, and I have benefited personally greatly from the warmth, encouragement and support of the Rotary family in District 1180. And my thoughts turn to several Rotarians in particular, whose guidance and support has been vital in helping us along the way. I think of John Walton, I think of Tony Coxall, and of course the drive and support of Mike Constable, without whom we would not be here today. However, there is also one man whom I would like to single out for some special praise, a man who has given me wise counsel, enthusiasm, advice, and I suspect has burned through a great deal of patience as we've taken our first steps to being a fully fledged Rotary Club. It can only be our friend and mentor, Tom Dickerson. Thank you, Tom. And when I grow up, I want to be a Rotarian like Tom. That's all I can say. and what we'd love to do, just let Steve in. What we'd love to do is to make Tom an honorary member of our club, if that's okay. There is no one who deserves more than Tom. He's been absolutely fantastic to us. So to all my friends who I know from my club and to all the friends joining us from other clubs, thank you so much. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers, Dave.
Cheers, David.
Cheers. Well said.
Dave, good speech.
Can I just pass over now to Tony Rowe, some congratulatory address from the sponsor club.
Thank you, Mike. Good evening, everyone. As president of the sponsor club, Northwich, can I start by adding my congratulations to President David on this charter celebration of Northwich Weaver Valley Rotary Club. As we've heard, the inauguration and development of this new club has taken place at a breathtaking pace. And that's been driven by the enthusiasm and commitment of David and the new members, with excellent support from John Walton, our chair of membership, and of course, Tom Dickinson and yourself, Mike. They've all given significant time and effort to get the new club up and running. Now, I have to say that most news of the COVID-19 pandemic is particularly bad. But from my perspective, there's one shining light in that it delayed your charter celebration, so it's taking place on my watch. At Northwich Rotary Club, we're delighted to welcome you as our third daughter club and also the second one in Northwich. Members of the three Northwich clubs have already met, and we're arranging a meeting of the presidents in early August to plan our future together. There's lots of enthusiasm from all clubs to work together going forward. And as David has said, we look forward to promoting the brand Rotary in Northwich as our strapline. Once again, David, congratulations on achieving your charter, and I look forward to celebrating your first anniversary in person, with or without face masks.
Yeah. Thank you, Tony.
Right, now, is Bob here? Bob Maskell?
I've seen him.
All right, well, perhaps come back to him if he appears later, I don't know. Right, David, back to you. Photographs.
Right, I shall, all things working, fingers crossed, I shall share my screen and we'll have a look at everybody with their certificates. Thank you, Mike.
Right, okay, well done. One day we'll get you all together and close together as well. Right, moving on now to the final bit, which is, first of all, I think we reference Sam now for the celebratory toast. First of all.
Right, Mike, are we ready to play the video?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, the
Sorry,
video.
apologies. Bear with me. Here we go.
Right, thank you very much for that. I think that just shows you could probably party.
No doubt about that, Mike.
Right, just moving on now. Could I ask Tom Griffin, the RGBI president, to do the final toast?
Thank you very much. It's a great honor to be here tonight. I'm delighted that you've invited me. It's a great privilege to be here at the chartering of the first Rotary Club be chartered in my year of office. So thank you for postponing your charter night. It was a good move. I have to say I'm hugely impressed with the speed with which you've managed to set up a Rotary Club from initial thought to complete chartering. It shows it can be done, and well done. And so all I would like to say is ask everybody to join with me in a double toast. Northwich Weaver Valley Rotary Club and Rotary in peace the world over.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Right, well, thank you. That concludes the charter. Well, until we all meet properly.
Yeah.
Anything else
Congratulations.
to say, David, in conclusion?
Which David?
David.
I'm just, thank you, Tom, and thank you, everybody. I'm just absolutely made up that everyone could make it.
Yeah, I think the other thing is, I think the recording might not be so bad. Oh, and good to see the girls from Spain, yes.
Time to
Brilliant.
jump in the pool.
Oh, you're a girl to me.
Can I move to Northwich? Can I move to Northwich, please?
Congratulations, everybody. Thrilled to bits.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Hopefully soon we'll all be together again.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
We have to have another socially distanced walking event as well soon.
Yes.
I was
We
gonna.
might actually get to one. It's a long way from here, though, so please give us advance notice.
Absolutely. Promise. Will do. Will do.
Okay. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Right, goodbye, everybody.
Cheers.
Bye.
Good luck.
Well done, guys. Not to be outdone, you notice Southport Beach in the background.
That's not Southport Beach. You can see the sea for a start. Anyone who said Southport was by the sea was taking the mickey.
Oh, Sellafield, David.
Well, I couldn't be outdone with Spain, could I? Well, great work, guys, and fantastic video at the end. I couldn't believe that glass stayed as full as it did.
They're all teetotal.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, well, mine's alcohol free.
Yeah, right,
True,
mate.
I'm going to barbecue next.
The video was done by Sam, which is absolutely brilliant.
Oh, brilliant.
Well done, Sam. That was
Yeah, awesome work, Sam.
Yeah, thank you, Sam.
Yeah.
Congratulations, all of you.
Yeah, can I just mention one other thing, which I didn't mention at the beginning, was that about a year ago we were talking about White's, and you are so similar to White's, and you must have that evening together. When we described the clubs, they said, well, they sound a bit like the sort of club that Paul Harris set up right in the early days. And I think that's the best compliment I've ever heard, really. Yeah. And it certainly applies to your club.
I was absolutely delighted to hear that you're going to work together, because I think it makes us all stronger as well, doesn't it? And we can all glean from one another. So
You can do so much more.